Welcome to Blue Collar Chronicles, a podcast about real people living real lives.
We're two firefighters with backgrounds in construction and the outdoors.
And we're here to talk about work, family, mistakes, wins, and the lessons you don't learn in school.
Some stories are funny,
Some are serious.
and some we probably just shouldn't have lived through.
If you work for a living, this show's for you. Welcome back to another episode.
On today's episode, we're going to talk about home life and this crazy weather.
Crazy weather, indeed it is today. Last week it was in the 80s, and last night, today, we had
Snow. Yeah, didn't think I'd be in a salt truck.
It says it's like, 18 outside?
Real feel of 2.
Amen to that.
Mm-hmm.
I hate winter. Even for a thick guy, I hate winter. I'd rather be on a thong on a beach.
Nope.
Imagine that.
Nope,
Imagine
I don't want to.
I mean, I got this really cool
Nope,
thong.
you're
It looks like an elephant. No,
That's
all right.
good talk. No, I like 70.
Yeah, 70, 75, perfect weather,
Yeah,
bike riding weather.
I don't need a beach.
I mean, I'm always freaking down for a beach.
No, I hate the beach.
Love the beach. Anyways,
No, you can take it or leave it.
so what's going on in your life this week?
Oh, sprained my ankle. That was a good time. I
And how did
realized,
you sprain your ankle?
I don't know. I'm old. I realized as I get older, you don't really have to do much to, mess yourself up. It comes pretty natural nowadays.
Yeah, every morning I get up, I kind of got to roll and just sit there for a few minutes to catch my bearings before I get up, hear all the popping and cracking before I roll out of bed.
What joint cracks what? Yep.
Oh yeah, and if you turn wrong in the middle of the night, next day it's just gonna suffer. You're gonna have a kink in your neck all day.
Yeah, you're not gonna. Yeah,
It's horrible getting old.
Yeah, you aren't
That's
gonna.
part of the blue collar part of this.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, some of it's also just unfortunate luck, I think.
Well, in this weather, when you're feeling sad and lonely, don't forget you're also ugly and poor.
I'd rather be ugly and poor than. I guess there's a couple other things you could be, but I don't really know if it's suitable for air. But
well, in my life, it's baseball season.
the
Yes.
joys of
Baseball.
yeah. What's that? Every night?
Every single night. So I'm an assistant coach on a high school team. My oldest sons, and every night, 4 to 6, 6:30ish.
And then games. What weekends?
First game starts this coming Friday.
Oh, don't worry. It'll be 80, so it'll be beautiful.
It'll be beautiful. And today is my oldest son's 16th birthday.
Another driver in the family.
That's what I'm afraid of. So that takes me into part 2.
Your insurance must be great.
Oh, I haven't even got him put it on yet. It's going to be outstanding.
Yeah.
So living in the Midwest, in Missouri, I should say, in the Midwest, it's the weather sucks. You never know. Today it could be 80. Tomorrow she's snowing, and the next day, 50.
With a tornado.
Amen to that. At least
Don't forget to throw that in
don't
there.
forget to switch normal. And I always get this from the Midwest. Is what do you guys do when there's a tornado? It's like I go outside and watch it. I want to know where it's coming, so I know which direction I want to run.
I guess it really depends for me.
Yeah, being an East Coast guy.
I mean, I'm really not. I mean, we've been through hurricanes on the East Coast, and I mean, yeah, there's a lot more wind, but I mean, yeah, I'm down to watch a little action.
We just kind of sat out on the back porch and watch and see which way the weather's going.
Yeah, got a nice little screened-in porch. I just sit there and go, "Wow, it's really windy out."
Yeah. I've had a tree fall in my house.
No, I have not.
It's expensive.
Hope that does not happen.
It's very expensive. But anyways, so I have a daughter that's 18. Super proud of her. Now my oldest boy is 16 today, and he went and did his driver's test and passed first go round. Once I'm kind of shocked, but not kind of shocked. He's a pretty decent driver. He'll be like his mom. Thinks he's in a NASCAR race all the time.
Leadfoot. Yep.
So I have an old 98 Chevy 1-ton with a 454 Vortec in it, dually. And he finally decided that Dad wasn't going to go buy him some $20,000 truck. So said you go out there and let's pull this up and let's get her running. She's been setting for about 10 years. So it has been an exhausting experience.
I'm just thinking about how he can drive us to deer camp now, and I don't have to.
True. Very true. I don't know. He may need gas money.
He didn't give me any. That doesn't count.
He's going to learn the value of $1 real quick.
He sure is. I bet he gets a job pretty fast.
I'd hope so. Start this project out. We literally had to tear the whole top end of the motor apart, and for a couple good reasons. One, we had to put a whole new fuel injection rail into, new injectors and cleaning. It's been setting for 10 years, and it didn't start very well. Well, then when we're up our top, someone drops a mini screwdriver down one of the little holes and drops it in the, number 6 cylinder. Yeah, that was fun times. Fun time.
We had to tear the whole motor apart.
The whole top end. I mean, this damn thing's almost brand new by the time we're going to get done with it.
So you should have just bought a $20,000 truck is what you're saying.
I already spent that. Anyways, so we got all that finished. We got it started and running, and then a couple days it sets out there. We're kind of done with it, and we go back out there, and it's like, man, this smells like fuel out here. It's gas. You can smell it real bad. And see this nice big puddle underneath the truck.
Oh,
it's
no.
like, great. And, of course, like anything that's set out in the elements for 10-plus years, nothing wants to come loose. So, we had to put a new fuel pump in it. Then we found a big old gaping hole in the side of the tank. So now we're...
Oh, no, new tank.
No, new tank. So we got it put up this weekend. Got the brakes fixed. We had a brake line leak and had to replace some wheel cylinders. And so we're done with the back end, the motor. Now we got to go to the front end, work on the front brakes and door pins and all that good stuff.
God, you should have bought him a $20,000 pickup.
Honestly, you're probably right. It'd probably been cheaper in the long run. But you live and you learn, but
at least you're having fun.
It's Dad's not wrenching.
No, it's him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I witnessed it first.
I kind of tell him what he needs to do, and I walk away and come back in the house and let him tear into it. He's one of them kids that's he's got to do it to learn it. So I let him tear into it. There's a few mistakes made, but that's part of the gig.
Yeah, so, that's probably to be expected, though. It's his first time doing anything like it.
It's been fun, though. It has been real fun. And dragging my youngest one out there, he's 9. So drag him in there to be our little tool girl.
He's 7.
When he listens to this, he's gonna come out on you.
Yep.
He's a heathen. But yeah, it's been an experience, and then on top of baseball, so there's very limited time to do anything. You come home from work, go straight to baseball practice, run baseball practice every day, and then
come home, eat, and go to bed, do it all over again.
Pretty much. That's our Monday through Fridays. It's kind of nice Friday. You're like, I don't have to wake up early Saturday.
Yeah, that's how ours was there for a little while. Hell, we were working 6 days a week, and then it just, bleh.
I don't have to worry about the 6 days a week too much.
Oh, we do.
Yeah. Kind of got a little bit easier job now. So, but anyways, yeah, and it's not just that. We got still being on the volunteer side of the fire department. We still got station trainings and district trainings, and so there's a couple Thursdays that get kind of messed up. So you get to pull a little bit of double time. But first game's Friday, and we get to fire the season up and get her done.
Well, there you go. Who you guys playing?
I honestly couldn't tell you right off the bat. I took a picture of the schedule just so I have it. So
you guys look pretty good, though.
We should be ready.
That was a long hesitation.
I'm proud of these guys. We live in a great community. We got great parents. I mean, the parents are awesome. Always have. And we're friends with half of them. My son's friends with everybody on the baseball team. Half of them been here at our house and stayed the night and rummaged my refrigerator more than once. And they run around. They do a little bit of everything together. And once they get to the grind, and I think we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We did great last year.
Yeah.
So I can see us pumping through and making a great adventure through it this year.
Yeah. I mean, it's all time and repetitiveness.
Absolutely. And then my youngest, he's starting his practice season, but everyone's been canceled because it's always been raining because we're in that time of year too. It's rain season for us. So
yeah.
he's all hiked and ready to go, and then it rains. So I take him to brothers practice and let him chase balls, and
Run around,
yes,
get some
definitely
energy burnt.
burn some of that energy out of him. It's craziness.
Yeah, it's wild, these kids today.
So what all you doing?
Well, I'm just working. Well, I say that, but the weather's been kind of crap in that department, so we haven't really got to do much of that. But other than that, really just dreaming about deer season, if you want my honest opinion.
No surprise there.
Yeah. I've got the dates. I am a little excited for it. My dad, uh, who just got over a bout with, well, we're not for sure, but just got over a stent with cancer. I finally got him talked into coming out for deer season. He's never killed a deer, so that ought to be exciting. I'm really not looking forward to the part where I tell him to cut it open and rip the guts out, but that's on him, not me. I think his buddy's gonna come out, so it'll be a good time. It's something I always do. I don't think if they took away deer season from me, I don't think I'd want to live anymore. But he's never done it, so in that aspect, it'll be kind of cool. He'll get to see all the hard work that actually goes into it. Like when someone says, "Oh, it's just deer hunting," it's not though. There's a lot more that goes into it. Like I cut lanes, I cut brush, I helped a farmer.
I take naps.
What's that?
I take naps.
Yeah, I do that too, but
catch up on my nap season.
I try to, do as much as I can for the person who lets me hunt. It was cool. A couple of years ago, I was able to. A buddy of mine had a boat, and she had always talked about snagging.
Yeah,
I was wearing that season as well. So I was able to get her out, and she absolutely loved it. Was able to get her a little bit of fish meat, and yeah, she loved it. I just like it's kind of rewarding, getting to help someone else and then doing it. I can't say enough. They're awesome people. They let me hunt their land, and I can't thank them enough for that. So, other than that, no, I think we're gonna meet a few buddies of mine. We're gonna meet up on the weekend of my birthday, and we are gonna get together and do a little snagging trip.
Cool.
Which would be pretty cool. The age ranges will be from probably 18 to 65. So it's a whole ball game of just folks you never thought,
So the moral of the story, you see my married kids' life.
Yeah,
everything
I don't
revolves around the kids and making sure they got everything they need. And then you're out here hunting.
My dog's fed every night.
You're out here hunting and fishing and just enjoying the single life.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It is. It's got its perks.
It's got its perks. Well, the only thing is I don't have to do laundry, and I don't do the dishes no more. That's what kids are for. And my wife, she's a great cook.
They sell paper plates.
Yeah.
Hey, man, and look, I'm a firm believer in. Yeah, paper's cheap.
I got kids though.
Yeah, I'd let them do it too. They got to earn their keep.
They all got their rotation. They got their daily chores, and that's part of it.
Yeah, the daily chore list.
And then my 18-year-old, she's going to she'll be graduating this semester, and then she's already started into college. So
isn't that crazy?
It makes me feel super old.
Makes me feel old.
And so she's still living at home, and then she's decided that we're close enough to the university where she gets to stay home for her first year. And
I heard rent.
That's when I'm going to be applying to that because I still pay for her car insurance and her car maintenance. So yeah, she's going to have
these coddled kids these days.
Yeah, but you know what? When I grew up, my parents, were divorced, and they was like, "You want it, you get it," and that's
if you can give back, I think it's great.
And that was my biggest thing, especially with my kids is I want to be what my parents put into me, into them, and then, but I also want to spoil them a little bit by giving them things that I didn't have.
Yeah.
Once, in that sense, then my kids are extremely spoiled. I mean, they got 4-wheelers and,
Yeah, they live a good life.
my son goes and puts the puppy dog eyes on Mom. Like, Mom, I need new batting gloves. And guess
Oh,
what's
yeah.
in Amazon's delivering within the week, so-
Amazon, isn't that up? That's gotta be. If they'd have said that 10 years ago, we'd have been like, "You can have a package by tomorrow."
Yeah, I wouldn't have believed it. But you know
Nah.
what? They know my wife's name and my address. And
Oh, they got
know-
mine too.
Oh, it's perfectly. They're here every day, at least twice. I mean, I'm not kidding. Hey, everybody in this house orders everything Amazon anymore.
Well, and you got
my
our lovely producer,
yeah,
Live in Red.
My basement dweller.
He's probably got Amazon here.
Oh yeah, he's got
3-4
Prime.
times a week.
That's why I don't pay for it. I ask one of them to do it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I honestly, I just tell him, hey, I need this, find it, and he sends me a link and says, "That it? Yep, order it," and I just give him cash.
It's a great day.
It is,
and it's here by tomorrow. That's the best thing. You don't
most
have to wait a week.
Most generally, the only thing I'm hoping that I can do in my lifetime is I just hope my body will last until my kids don't need me anymore. And maybe my wallet, but
I don't know, that 9-year-old man, you pushing it.
That's true. But
you're pushing it.
I just hope I'm around long enough to get him through high school. Because he may be the death of me. Him or the wife, one of the two.
I think you have more problems with your wife.
True.
That would definitely be the that would be the final blow.
Yeah. So what's one thing or one saying that's always stuck with you about what your parents have put into you?
I guess if you want something bad enough, you got to work at it. I mean, and that goes in. I think that goes into life. It goes into relationships. It goes into a goal. I mean, it's an everyday thing where. I mean, it's just like buying a car. If you want that,
get it.
Super Duty BMW Aston Martin, you got to work for it. It's not gonna. Unfortunately, God don't drop that stuff on trees. You know what I mean?
And that's what I told both my kids is, I'll help purchase your first vehicles. We may do halves, quarters, however it may be.
Yeah. But
you need to put money into it. That way,
yep.
You're losing money when you crash this thing too.
I remember, and I got lucky. My parents were never married, but I got lucky with a great stepdad. Growing up, he owned his own business, and he worked in the summer. He was a sprinkler guy, and he was at work every day, just right next to the guys that he hired. There was never, oh, we're going to take a day off because I own the company. No, that wasn't the case. Like, if there was a problem, people knew him by first name. People had his personal number, and I think that goes to show that, if you have a good work ethic and you build something that you, A, are proud of, and B, that you stand behind, then, I mean, I think you should have that backing or that following. And yeah, they helped me buy my first car. Actually, my very first car was handed down to me from my grandfather, but they helped get it into running safe order. And then when I was ready to, God, what am I looking for here? I was ready to move up. Gotcha. They also helped me. And yeah, I mean, I was on their insurance until I started getting a job, and then I started, giving them money. And I mean, they were always great. And I think the best part is when I moved away, I actually, because I was 18. I just turned 18. And again, I have family out here too. I have an uncle and an aunt, and they were both great. Took me in with open arms, and but if it wasn't for them, I mean, I don't think I could make it on the East Coast with the way the world of the world works. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Well, at least you had support there. Both my parents were like, you want it, figure it out.
Yeah, no.
And I got that, and I'm grateful for what they done on that side of me. Is my dad has beat a work ethic into me that don't half-ass it.
Yeah,
if you're going to do it and you're going to have your name attached to it, make sure it's the best work you do.
Yeah, and
don't be a master. You don't have to be a master of it all, but you need to be a jack of all.
Yeah, and don't lie.
Yeah,
don't ever lie. If you can't do something, just tell them, hey, I can't do that.
but then again,
I'll take a whack at it though.
yeah, I've tore a lot of stuff apart and haven't
Yeah.
been able to get it together. And that's a good thing. One of the things that I am really good at now, because that's all I've ever done. I've tinkered with everything, and like I said, I may be a master of nothing, but I'm a jack of everything. The only thing I really don't like messing with is electricity.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
When we bought this house, we built a bedroom in for my daughter downstairs, and we had to run some electric work, and I think we took a couple shots at it and messed up a couple of times. And
Yeah,
I
that
turned the
jolt.
light switch off in the basement, turned the basement lights off, and then her lights went out, and all of her plugs went out. And I'm like, well, crap.
I think we got something wrong.
So I got good electrician friends, so I've talked to them, and they just kind of laugh, and they're like, yeah, you messed it all. And then he kind of drew it out for me, and then I came back, and me and Red took care of it, and we actually got it figured out and finished. But I know a little bit about it, but not enough where I'm going to, when I work on electricity, I kill the pole.
Yo, absolutely.
I don't
complete
mess
power
around.
gone.
I want no. I don't care if you got to reset every clock in the house. I don't care.
Yeah, I was plugging in a
I've been bit a couple times, and I'm not doing that stuff again.
Yeah, I was plugging in a fan. We had to replace one in one of my uncle's rental properties, and yeah, I'll do it, no problem, man. And I don't know if he thought the power was off or if he was like, haha, this is gonna be funny kind of deal. I really don't know, but
That's me in electric fences with my kids.
It jumps. Yeah, electric fences are great for kids. I think that should have to happen in every
I've got them all
child's
but my
life.
youngest, but we haven't built any electric fence when he's around. It's like, Dad, power's off. Yeah, I didn't even plugged in. And then you plug it in and just watch them. Yep, it works. But my first car was an 82 Datsun King Cab flatbed. Well, actually, it didn't have a bed on it. Hey, I guess it did. It may have. But we won't inquire how we made the flatbed, but it's probably still illegal in most states. But my grandfather on my dad's side, he was one of the most remarkable men I've ever been with, known. He stood in his presence. He's very intelligent, mathematician, this kind of a guy. And he, when I was going to go buy this, he goes, well, what's wrong with this? Well, it needs brakes, needs worked on, and it doesn't charge, but it's $250. So he gives me $100 and says, here, don't tell your dad. So that's like the most I got out of that side. But, I cherished that dang thing. I drove the hell out of it for years before I saved up and I got a job. But 16, man, my 16th birthday, I was packing my bags and I was trying to get the hell out. Yeah. And I rented my first apartment at 16.
Oh.
And I was out. I mean, I was still going to school. That was the only rule, I had to go to school. And as long as I was doing school, so be it. But then again, I spent most of my growing up with my grandparents on my mom's side because I had all sisters in the house. So, that was horrible.
That's exciting.
Yeah. There's never a good week.
I bet not.
So I'm always on the move. But my grandpa on my dad's side, he always gave me luck, gave me, he's like, just dig into it, figure it out. He encouraged me to do it. He always wanted me to do better. And he said the 4 F's. And then you can only imagine on my dad what he would say the 4 F's were.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But he's like, always find your purpose. So everything you do, find your purpose in what you're doing. And I love the military side, the fire department side, following in my grandfather and my dad's footsteps. And he was like, find your purpose. And if that's your purpose, take it. If you don't want to be a fireman, you want to be a cop, go for it. I said, oh, no, we can't do that. I can't go to the dark side. So, and he goes, you're going to do a lot of stupid stuff in your life. So the second part of that is forgive your past. You're going to mess up. Yep. That's what makes you learn, and makes you better. Learn from it, move on. So, and then focus on the present. Focus on what you're going to be doing, what you're working on at that moment, or what your goals are, yep. And move it. And then he goes, just make that fuel for your future. So find your purpose, forgive your past, focus on your present, and fuel your future. And I kind of embed that into my kids. My daughter's a rock star. She just run with it. And
yeah, she's a hell of a cook too.
She's absolutely. She loves to bake. but she set her goals, and that was one thing. She goes, "Well, Dad, I messed this up." Well, let's try it again. What's it gonna hurt? You done messed it up, so
Yeah.
don't try that. Try
Yeah.
something new.
Go a different way.
Yeah, and it's it. And in everything you do, I don't care. Even I'm knocking on that 50 door so hard that I got half my leg and half my body through it, but I still
Yeah.
mess up.
That over the hill.
Oh yeah, I always come in the house say something stupid, and my wife's on me. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can contest to that.
Yeah.
But
I've heard it. I've heard it. Seen it in real life.
But we have a unique relationship. If we're not speaking openly, then something's wrong.
Yeah. No, I will say that. Even just being I guess, a non-blood relative at this point. But, nah, yeah, I think if your wife has a problem, she doesn't have a problem telling you. That's for sure.
No.
Yeah, but back to the goals and everything. Yeah, I think that was a big part of, because my real dad's side, they were all cops. My granddad was a cop. My dad was he was a deputy sheriff.
So they say you went to the bad side.
Yeah. Yeah. See, my dad did both though, and I think he was just jealous because them fire guys.
Well, that's how you become a cop. You fail the fire exam.
Yeah. I don't think he ever took it, but he ran. He got his EMT and he ran with and those guys are great too. I mean, I've met a few of them. But I think it all boils down to what you instill. You know what I mean? And like a lot of these kids today, I don't.
They got a whole lot of quit in them.
Yeah, and they don't want to do nothing. And they want it all done for them.
And that's or they want $30 an hour right now.
Yeah, and they don't have any experience.
Yep.
I mean, it took me what, since I was 17, I got in a skid steer for the first time, and I'll never forget what the guy that was in charge said to me. He's like, "Yeah, have fun. I'll be back." And I was like, "Well, wait a minute. You're gonna leave me alone?"
That's why I do my
and he's
best
like,
work.
"Hey, it's dirt. Yep. What can you screw up?"
Ew.
I was like, "Well, I'll show you what I can screw up. Just give me an hour, bud. I'll make sure I screw it up." But I think that was the best thing you could ever do.
Absolutely.
I just went in and dude, I don't know how many times I stovepiped that bucket into the ground, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm a badass." And he got back and he was like, "That's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. The grade's off." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you what. It felt great when that bucket was in the dirt."
I done the same thing. The guy I called dad. My dad passed away, and quite a few years ago, and I found a new dad. It just kind of stumbled into him, but he gave me a lot of life lessons. And this guy was the man he knew how to make a dollar, and probably I watched him go through cancer and pass from it, but one of the best guys. And I worked for him for 12 years, on his family farm. And he called me his, and that was the best part about it. And hell, everybody thought I was his kid for a long time. And skid steers and dozers. I mean, the guy had it all. Trenchers. He had everything. Today we could be working cows. Tomorrow we're putting in a sewer line. Tomorrow we're redoing a driveway, and next day we're working on his rental house.
Yeah,
and
it's crazy.
God only knows what we're doing. He had his fingers in everything. He had a gun shop. Worked. We helped at a recycling plant, metal recycling plant. That was always interesting. I mean, that's like a grown man's Chuck E. Cheese right there. Man, you never know what comes through one of them.
Yeah, it's mind blowing because you don't but you just never know.
True. Skid steer though, and that was the main machine that we had growing, doing all that work over there. Everything revolved around skid steer. So come home and I have to do manual labor on like fence posts. I quit drilling fence posts in by hand years ago.
Yeah.
Skid steer now, baby. Set a string line, grab a skid steer, and give her hell. And so we bought one, and that's kind of how I went with my kids. And it's like my boy was like, I want to play at that, Dad. Get in and go out there in the field where you don't hurt nothing.
Yeah.
And see what happens. And so what can you mess up? Well, 20 minutes later, he comes walking in, mud up to his ankles. Dad, I'm stuck. Yeah. How the hell do you get stuck? So I go out there
Yeah.
and show him how to get it unstuck without using a truck. Use the skid steer to get it out. And yeah, we messed a lot of things up. And so now when it dries out, and go fix it.
Now you learn how to clean it.
Yeah, and that's now. I need skid steer work. I don't have to do it. I can tell him if it's driving or operating machinery. Kids on it.
Yeah, it's not manual.
No, exactly.
It's the machine.
Yeah, and he's got a good work ethic. I give him a task and say this needs to be done, and you have to be more specific with him. Like it needs to be done this week or within these days.
Yeah, you got to give him a timeline.
Exactly. You got to give him, because if not, it's like, hey, I told you to go out there and take care of that. And he goes, well, you didn't tell me when, but it's on my schedule, Dad. I didn't know you were that busy, son.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, you got school and baseball. What else you got?
Yeah.
He does a little bit of part-time work, but I will give him that. But
No, but I think that's how it should be, though. I mean, like now you can't discipline a kid without worrying if you're going to get in trouble or not.
My mom and dad used to whoop my ass.
Yeah, I've been spanked a time or two.
My dad used to grab me by my hands. I'd run around in a circle, and he'd just be slashing away.
I remember I learned how to quit biting people from getting bit.
One funny story. My God, I was, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, somewhere around in there. And I had one of my friends over, and we were staying the night, and just being assholes. And my mom was done. She's like, look, you don't go to bed, I'm going to cut your damn door off. It's like, no, you won't. And we kept getting rowdy. And next thing you know, out of nowhere, we hear this wham. I was like, buddy's like, what the hell? I was like, I don't know. Next thing, it's Mom. She's just telling us quiet down. Next thing, you saw an axe come through our door, and she's just chopping away at her door. And she cut the freaking door in half. And she goes, I said, go to bed, dude.
I mean, she did tell you.
We were quiet.
Yeah,
and that's the kind of craziness that, that's a crazy level to step up. Now I know why my mom and dad weren't together. But, but you know what? She got her point across. And probably had a little frustration she had to get out. I was a complete handful growing up. I tested the bounds on everything.
Imagine.
I've calmed
You're
down.
Still a handful of 50.
I've calmed down a lot.
Your poor wife.
I have learned, I think the best thing I've learned in the last 10 years, now let's go 18, is patience.
Oh, I was going to say it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is permission. That's what I've learned.
That's with the wife.
Yeah, absolutely.
But everything else, buy it now and then tell her at a good time.
Yeah, no, that gun was $200, not $7.
Yeah, she uses that a lot. But it's like, hey, you need new shoes? Let's go buy some shoes. Here's some money. Go buy shoes.
Oh, wow. It is a great day to get your nails done today.
And then she's like, what'd you buy? It's like, well,
nothing.
Or she comes home and she has flowers, or she's like, hey, we're cooking your favorite dinner tonight. It's like, what'd you fuck up?
Yeah. How bad's the car?
Yeah.
Is it drivable?
So I had this Honda Accord we bought when we first got together, when we were engaged. And she was going off to college, and so we bought this blue Honda Accord, beautiful car, low miles, and she put 350,000 miles on this car, and there wasn't a straight fender on it. She goes, deer run into me. My ass.
Yeah, and I've never seen that happen. Well, actually, you know what? I can relate.
But there's 4 corners to a car, and every one of them been ran into
this is only
by
one
a deer.
side, so I don't know about that 4-corner thing. I got a funny one for you.
Go for
when
it.
I was, I don't even remember how old I was, but you
weren't little.
I was. I don't think I've ever been little, but by the scale. But who cares? I also found out what mace does to a person.
Yeah.
So my mom used to work in a city, and she had mace on her keychain. Well, the keychain obviously was cool, or so I thought. I was able to get it down from a spot where I shouldn't have been, and I decided I was going to spray myself in the face with mace. And I don't know who panicked more, or if it was a combination of my grandmother at the time we lived with them, and or me. I think she tried to waterboard me with milk. That was
I can see that.
That was exciting. But I learned that mace is something you don't play with as a child.
I can see that.
So And I remember, growing up, my dad told me about, the story where if you're gonna carry it, you have to be sprayed with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like if you're gonna carry a taser, you're gonna be tased.
That shit hurts.
Yeah, I think I'd rather get tased.
Yes. Yeah.
Mace ain't no game.
No.
You know, hell, even when we were working security, that one kid used to carry that party spray. Now, listen,
Yeah.
you light that off, and I'm in the room. I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
So we've had some. We have done a lot together as far as the short time we've been friends. One of our.
It's not really short anymore. You
True.
can't say that. It's almost 10.
Yeah. So.
It is actually, it damn near is 10.
We had a good friend. We had a friend that owned a security company.
Sure did.
And he was really bugging us to come. He needed help. So it's like, all right, hook us up. We'll do some weekend work.
Yeah, part-time.
And this dude stuck us in the roughest parts of town.
That's a word for it.
So one of the best stories that we have for that, well, actually, there's a couple really good ones, is I don't think we really arrested anybody, but we sure in hell gave enough.
We had a couple.
We have enough attitude out there that, well, I didn't.
We had nicknames.
But we didn't. I didn't have to. That way, we didn't do paperwork.
No,
someone puts a couple on.
Yeah.
So we were out at this housing development, and people are just openly walking around with guns, and like, oh, this shit ain't working. So the next night we come out, I bring out my AR.
Yeah, we had guns,
and so we step out while they're like, shit, these guys are fucking around, and they called you what, Big Country?
Yeah, something like that.
And I remember we walked up and this older lady was like, y'all the wrong color to be here after dark. Y'all need to leave. It's like, we'll be fine.
And she cooked us food, too.
And then she cooked us food. And you made sure we went out with a full belly.
At least we were going to be fed.
Well, anyways, there's some pop shots popped off at us that night. And I had just about enough. So if you can imagine, big man here, he's got his vest on. And then I got mine on.
You had to wear a plate carrier.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to wear a plate carrier, just in case. And I get tired of getting pop shotted at. So I told him, hey, just stand still. And I throw their rifle up on the shoulder and say, you might want to plug your ear.
Now, he said that real fast.
And so I stand behind him, got my AR up on his shoulder, and, we're ready for some game. The good part was I wasn't getting hurt.
Yeah, because he was behind me.
Exactly. There's a whole lot of meat there to get to me. Plus a plate carrier, but we've had some interesting times. Always walking through a building, doing a building check, and some kids are smoking weed in the hall. And I figure, hell, what the hell? I'm going to give them a heart attack. I yell at them and take off on a foot chase with them.
I didn't even know where he was. All I heard was, they got weed. That's all I heard. I said,
And them kids ran so fast.
You were pretty tired, too, because you came back and said, where the hell were you? And I was like, where the hell were you?
Yeah. I chased them out the back, up the top. We go out the back, run up the top, and they fling out, go across the yard. And I stopped. I'm like, I ain't doing this.
Yeah, we don't get paid enough to do all that.
Yeah, we just want them out of the building smoking. Go out in the fucking yard and smoke.
Yeah,
why in here?
Yeah.
But gave them kids a heart attack, and I'm like, where the fuck is Ron? I'm looking around. I'm like, the country's not here.
Yeah, Ron's not going.
Yeah, and I'm like, finally meet up with him and go, where the fuck were you?
Well, what am I gonna do? Run down the hallway and go, oh, they got away.
Oh, it was fun. I'll give you that. We had a lot of good times. We met some football players.
Yep, basketball players.
And almost got knocked out by a basketball player. This guy shows up and what the hell was that? Ferrari? Lamborghini or some shit like that?
Yeah, it was some, it was German.
And his entourage, and they were only allowing 2 in at a time to go through the checkpoint. So I said, I need your ID. So his buddy hands me his ID, and I'm like, no, it's got to come from him. And he's looking at me like, do you know who this is? I said, well, I don't know. You play football or something? He goes, are you serious? I said, dude, I'm white. He goes, I'll give you that. So he hands the driver's license over to him, and he gives it to me. And I kind of have to look up, like, God damn, you a big man. And I let him and his girlfriend through, and his bodyguard was like, I got to go with him, so trust me, he's not going to get hurt. I said, look around the corner. And I looked around and said, hey, Big Country. And he pops around the corner, he's standing in, and the bodyguard goes, God damn.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's fine.
Or the night that I think you were off, and same spot.
Yeah.
And we had to have a certain amount inside the building.
Yep.
Everybody left me alone.
Yep.
Now, mind you, I mean, everybody was pretty cool. There was a couple people that you had to, you could tell you had to be weary of. But how you going to leave someone in the room by themselves? I would have died.
Yeah. I mean,
But I will say, out of all our encounters, most of them were pretty cool.
We always had good time.
There was always good people. I mean, I remember that one dude at that one apartment complex that we had, where we had a bunch that we had to check. And he was always out front grilling, and they were always playing cards, and he always invited us in, and we would chill for a little bit with him.
And he was like,
his front yard.
"You are the two craziest white boys I've ever seen. Where are you guys from?" So we're from the country out here. And he goes, "Ah." And when you say that, they always step back.
Yep. They're like, "Oh, okay."
Okay. Yeah. They just kind of automatically step back. Like, y'all just different.
But they always treated us.
Had a great time.
For the people that ruined it, there was way more good than bad.
Absolutely.
There was way more good than bad.
I'll get along with anybody as long as you're honest with me and just tell me straightforward and good times. I
mean, and how many times did we catch kids with weed and just say,
take the weed? Yeah, I think the best part about it was
somewhere else.
If they wouldn't leave, take the weed from them, they'd walk off, all pissed off. And then I'd walk through the lot or the center, like the playground area or stuff where the grass is at, and just grab a little bit and just trinkle it as I'm walking by. And dude, I literally seen grown men cry.
Yep. They just bought the sack.
I'm not a weed guy, never have been. Yeah, I don't like the smell of it, but man, I make grown men cry. That's my best part of it. But I'm like, dude, just do it outside, do it away from us. We don't care. But can't do it in the building. That's all we say, man. Just.
But there was, as much as it was, the and the crazy thing is the worst ones was the hotels.
Yeah.
They were horrible.
True.
But that's for another
one of the
time.
best ones were the strip clubs.
Ugh. Yeah.
Don't touch nothing, but they were fun to be there and just watch.
God, your feet might stick to the floor, but yeah. That was another good one. The owner come through again. Yeah. Nice car.
Met some rappers.
I thought he was someone important.
Oh crap!
And I get out and he starts walking in, and I was like, I don't understand what you're doing. And he goes, "Excuse me?" And I said, "License, and you cannot park your car right here."
Yeah.
He goes, "Holy shit!" He goes, "You're actually doing your job?" And I was like, "Dude, who are you?" And he's like, "I own the place." And I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah.
I said, "Am I going to get fired?" And he's like, "No, I'm super happy right now. Thank you."
We did the rap concert at the Memorial.
Oh, Tech Nine.
Yes.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Tech Nine.
He was there.
But he was there.
He was the one walking around.
It was some.
And then it's the damn mayor.
Yeah. So, that's Doyle's favorite fan.
Yeah,
He's got a nice photo with him. I don't know who took the photo.
So, I'm a common sense kind of guy. I believe in common sense, and if I don't want to get political on anything, I don't want to say we're a Democrat or a liberal or a Republican or any of that stuff. But
I'm an everything.
I vote for who I think is going to do the best job. I do vote most directions, a certain direction most times, but I'll vote for who I think is the best person for the job. Anyways, this guy was totally on the opposite side of that realm and not a big fan of him.
He is on a realm.
And the mayor comes in, and that's during the COVID side. So, or right at the end of COVID, or was it during? No, it was right at the end of COVID.
No, it was right at the end.
And he come on doing the big speech about wearing masks and stuff, and then of course, the chief was like, "Hey, you have to be with him." I'm like, "Why the hell do I got? I'm the worst one to put with this dude."
I thought it was great.
I have my phone in my hand, and I'm looking at it because I see Tech Nine. Like, I'm gonna go get a picture of that dude. I like that dude.
I said, "Hey, why don't you get a picture with the mayor?"
And he's like, "Oh, you want a picture?" I'm like, "What the hell?"
You're welcome.
Asshole grabs my damn phone, and I'm standing here like, oh, shit.
Best
and I want to be an asshole.
I ever took.
And I had to take a picture of the damn mayor. I still got that damn thing.
But Tech Nine was cool as hell.
Oh, my dude, he was best. He had his wife there. I don't know if it was just the way you look when you walk up to him, and you're just like, giddy.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're fucking security. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm still a fan. And he's like, yeah. And then I got a picture with him and his wife. That was
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
And then got to walk around with him. And dude, he's one of the most down to earth people you'll ever meet. Love Tech Nine. I am not a big rap fan, but Tech Nine is like the top of the game for me. I love him. And I mean, especially the way he treated
really
us.
down to earth guy. Yeah.
Absolutely. Walked into his car, made sure he got where he needed to be.
Gave us all kinds of photos, whatever we wanted to do.
Best dude in the world.
Yep. He was cool.
He even came down and did a music video in our hometown at the mortuary.
Yes, he did.
And that was pretty cool because he stirred up a lot of trouble for us.
Yep.
But anyways, so I think that's about enough for today.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Absolutely. So what are we going to do on the next one?
I don't know. Why do we got to tell him?
True. I guess you're going to have to come back and watch a third side.
Sounds like a plan.
Someday we'll get some guests in here and actually be on topic on something. But we figured, the best part about it, you need to learn who we are, how bad we screw stuff up. And the very small victories we do get
are huge.
Yeah. I mean, we could be working on something and it breaks and we'll spend a week doing it. But at one moment when everything's right and it's done and it's fixed,
it is right.
It's party. Crack open a beer. Right. Let's go get some food. And it's always like, hey, let's go eat some Mexican.
Yep.
Have a margarita, eat
let's
some
go
Mexican.
Get some wings.
Or wings, yeah. But other than that, that's all I got for today. I'm getting hungry.
I'm good. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.
Come back and see us again. Bye.